80 inspirational teachings to help you overcome yourself and achieve serenity. Life has never been easy for anyone. To achieve success, one must conquer circumstances and rise above others. The first and most important victory is the victory over oneself. The second victory is the triumph over circumstances. The third victory is winning the hearts of people. Failing to conquer oneself is a lack of wisdom. Failing to overcome circumstances is a lack of determination. Failing to win people's hearts is a lack of courage. 1. Revenge is a sign of a weak, helpless spirit that cannot endure humiliation. 2. Those who are not afraid of poverty or hardship are unconquerable. 3. Adjust your life according to nature, and you will never be poor. Adjust your life according to human opinion, and you will never be rich. 4. We should consider the adversities that befall us as a boat that narrowly avoids collision, like a gust of wind that misses its mark. Ultimately, is there anything worth getting angry about? 5. Things that cannot be avoided should not occupy our minds. 6. Those with abnormal temperaments will never accomplish anything in life. 7. A disturbed mind and disharmony in words lead to mistakes. 8. Knowing that someone is lying but not speaking it out, despising someone but not showing anger on your face, that is truly profound and extremely adaptable. 9. Only with tranquility can spirit emerge, and only with spirit can intellect arise. 10. Control anger when angry, be cautious with words when pleased, be attentive in error when confused, know how to use money when ready. 11. Complaining, crying, begging are all signs of weakness. 12. Getting angry when hearing criticism is like providing ammunition to the mocker. Rejoicing when receiving praise is like providing a platform for flattery. 13. Swallowing bitterness within bitterness is what makes a person superior to others. 14. Those who are insulted and seek revenge using insults are no different from those who insulted them. They are just two sides of the same disruptive coin. 15. Speaking less does not mean saying little, but not speaking useless things. 16. Getting angry when someone humiliates you is to inflict the same wrongdoing upon yourself. 17. The patient one is more valuable than the brave, the one who masters their own soul is more valuable than the conqueror of cities. 18. Anger challenges the wise. 19. If one is impatient, impulsive, and narrow-minded, their actions may succeed or fail, and they may encounter angry people, but they will also harm themselves. 20. Being easily angered and disheartened is a symptom of a weak soul. 21. Endure what others cannot endure, tolerate what others cannot tolerate, only those with knowledge and magnanimity can achieve this. 22. People often trouble themselves over trivial matters. If everyone could calmly face things and rationally evaluate them, they would realize that out of 100 issues, 90 are not worth worrying about. 23. Life's art is more like martial arts than dance. One must stand firm, ready for unexpected events. 24. It is foolish to try to control others without first controlling oneself. 25. The less one speaks, the more one hears. 26. Fire rises high, water flows low, yet fire always loses to water. 27. Among all things in the world, nothing is as soft and yielding as water, yet it overcomes the strong and the rigid. 28. Those called heroes of the past must have had a higher integrity than others. However, there are some situations that cannot be endured. Therefore, when a widower encounters humiliation, unsheathing his sword and fighting back is not considered valor. True bravery is demonstrated by those who remain calm and unaffected even when facing. 29. A painless body, a tranquil soul, the true happiness of human beings is just that much. Epicurus. 30. The skillful victory lies in softness, not in overpowering the weak, not in taking advantage of the few. 31. Conquering oneself is the greatest victory. 32. Like a majestic phoenix soaring in the blue sky, insignificant troubles can no longer disturb the mind. 33. Swallowing bitterness within bitterness is what elevates a person above others. 34. The body resides among myriad species, but the mind transcends them all. 35. A knight who still clings to convenient pleasures for the physical body is of weak character, with a feeble spirit, unworthy of being called a knight. 36. Tranquility and leisure are poisonous drugs that should not be indulged in. 37. In life, what is accommodating lasts, but what is urgent is lost. What is accommodating has value, and those who are accommodating tend to live longer. 38. It is easy to remain silent when happy. It is difficult to control oneself when excited. Anger and desire are like boiling water, intense and quick to dissipate. Only a patient person can achieve that. 39. Less desire nurtures love, fewer words nurture energy. Less ego nurtures the spirit. 40. Ways to prolong life: moderation, frugality, harmony, tranquility, with tranquility being the most sublime. 41. Building a house by the roadside, discussing with everyone, will take 3 years and not be finished. 42. When the sun casts a shadow, it wanes. When the moon is full, it wanes. What thrives greatly will decline. 43. With a calm mind, inner peace naturally brings joy and clarity. 44. When goodness is excessive, it can sometimes lead to harm. 45. The wise do not sacrifice themselves for the sake of profit. 46. Those who have ample leisure often have narrow-mindedness. 47. Those born in this world, if they do not find contentment within themselves, will suffer wherever they go. If they have inner tranquility, they will find joy wherever they go. 48. 36,000 days may seem long, but if you don't give your troubled heart a moment of calm, it's worthy of pity. 49. A stone can be struck without losing its hardness. Makeup can be applied without losing its redness. 50. In life, when encountering someone who treats you with hostility, it is best to consider yourself walking through a thicket of thorns. Simply stop, gradually disentangle, and what is there to be angry about? By handling it this way, your mind will be at peace, and all grievances will dissipate. 51. Repaying resentment with resentment only brings more resentment. Repaying resentment with virtue, that resentment will disappear. 52. The one who can look at things with an impartial eye, seeing evil as good, enemy as friend, stranger as acquaintance, has surpassed others on the path of morality. 53. Only when one no longer feels entangled in tangible objects, actions, or desires will one be truly liberated. 54. Desiring a specific outcome for one's actions is to be enslaved by external things. 55. To act with the expectation of a certain result is to fear the uncertain. To worry about what hasn't happened yet is to worry twice. That is the behavior of a slave. 56. Take control of yourself and always remain calm. Treat happiness and sorrow, pleasure and pain, warmth and coldness as equal. Regard a clod of earth as valuable as gold, a stone as precious as a gem. Treat a foe as if they were a close friend. Have no attachment to hopes or desires. See all things as one. 57. When successful, one becomes arrogant. When defeated, one becomes crazy. That is the nature of a petty person. 58. Self-sufficiency is already a priceless treasure. Freedom. 59. What good is finding material stability if, when thinking of death and the vast expanse of the universe, fear still resides within your heart? 60. There is nothing that can satisfy someone who is always convinced they are lacking something. 61. With a courageous heart, nothing is considered difficult. 62. The true value of a person lies in their character, not in their possessions. 63. Whenever Socrates felt anger and agitation rising within him, he would immediately change his expression to a smile and speak in a gentle tone, thus keeping his soul always calm. 64. Vanity is the reasoning of the misguided. 65. I am affected by the injustice of a wicked person, forgive it, so that neither of us becomes wicked. 66. Knowing how to keep silent is more valuable than knowing how to speak. 67. Sometimes, words spoken can be like a sword turned against oneself. 68. Things that are left unsaid, we control them. Once spoken, they control us. 69. Nature has given humans 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen more than we speak. 70. Words should be used as carefully as gold and silver. 71. A noble person only bows before their own conscience. But on this earth, no one can truly control it. 72. Freedom never goes hand in hand with weakness. 73. A boat on a river can either let itself drift with the current or row against it, swim across, as it pleases. Similarly, humans face the same captivating force of circumstances. Freedom exists there, and only to that extent. 74. The soul, like a bird, becomes more cheerful as it rises higher. 75. If wealth is defined as lacking nothing, then the richest person is the noble person. 76. There is no better revenge against those who have harmed you than this, don't be like them. 77. To love those who have offended you is the happiness of a noble person. To achieve this, one must think, those individuals are my close relatives, their wrongdoings are due to ignorance, not intentional. Soon enough, they will die alongside me, and above all, they have caused me no harm, as they cannot corrupt my character. 78. Perhaps there is only a brief moment left in this life, and yet the mind is still unsettled, unpeaceful, not freed from the misconception that external things can harm or bring happiness. There is truly nothing more vexing. 79. Or there may be someone standing beside a clear and sweet spring, cursing the spring, but it continues to flow incessantly. They throw mud and dirt into it, but it immediately washes them away, leaving no trace. How can one have an infinite spring within oneself? Always maintain inner freedom, tranquility, calmness, and humility. 80. The battlefield tests the courage of a person, and anger tests the wisdom of a person.